Hello, this is a run through of the demo of my doctor's voice. Now, my doctor's voice has a lot of use cases, but the one we're going to concentrate on now is the one that is meant to improve patients' outcomes by really changing what it means to be a consultation. And I'll talk about that at the end. But one of the things to note is that this interface is interface for the demo. It's not the intended interface for the system when it's running. Gives us much more control. We would expect it to be more transparent when it's running. But this is for us to play with in the demo. And notice one thing that's happening now is taking it's actually been recording everything I've been saying. Now I'm going to stop doing that because I don't really want any of this. And that's not really a patient consultation, but this is a transcript I've done earlier of a patient consultation. Now, notice on the left hand of the screen, what I've got is what I call a patient record, and that's everything we know about the patient in the system. Now, what I've done now is having had that consultation, is I have got a new patient record. So in the real system, I imagine that this would have to be signed off by a physician before it was actually put into the system. But it makes all the changes into what we know about the patient that we've learned from the consultation. One of the things we've learned in this particular one is that Thomas Green has transitioned from being a man to being a woman, and Tia Green, and there's really more relevant to the treatment. Yeah, the patient has a new pain, which has led to new medications being discussed, and they show up here, etc. So I encourage you to uh, play with the demo, which I'm giving you access to, and you can see what things happen with what changes. Now, the thing I really wanted to talk about is this bit, and this is the consultation summary. Now, you saw how quickly this happened. There's no degree pokery. That's how quickly it happened. So, the plan is that this summary, which is written for the patient, would be ready and printed out or looked at on a screen between the patient and the physician during the consultation, and for the patient to take away either paper or electronically at the end of it. And you can see it's written for the patient. It's all in the second person. At your review today, we updated your records, and you can read this in your own time. But there's two things that you get here. You get a consultation summary that's written in plain English, and I say plain English, but it's usually in plain English. But if you look at the demo, you'll see one of the patients is Italian, and the system works out by itself that it should have a consultation summary in Italian. One of the patients is a child. This consultation summary is written in child-friendly ways, and various ways. This consultation summary is written for the patient flexibly, um, in taking into account the linguistic abilities of the patient. And then the other thing is that you have these immediate actions. This is what the patient is meant to do for his or her treatment, and you agree this with the patient at the consultation. So the patient goes away knowing exactly what to do. So that's what's supposed to happen. What I'm really looking for at this point um, is to work with medical people, because I just made up this schema. For example, I don't know what information is actually in the system, and I don't know what would be perfectly useful for you. So that's where we are now. Um, so I'm looking for people to work with. Okay, thank you very much.